Is it a camel or is it a giraffe? Well, it's neither. It's Acacia erioloba, but it's called the camelthorn by early English botanists who mistakenly interpreted the Afrikaans word cameel to mean camel. Cameel actually means giraffe, and early Dutch explorers to southern Africa, when they encountered this tree, they saw giraffes eating these beautiful velvety pods. They assumed that this was, or they named it, the giraffe tree. And then the British explorers came along, misheard them, and called it the camelthorn. As you can see, it is a spectacular tree. Very beautiful, very characteristic of the African landscape. You may notice from my height here that the browse line on this tree is really high. Why do you think that is? Well, I've already given you the clue. It's giraffes and, of course, elephants. Elephants love the juicy green velvety pods of this tree. And this one that I'm standing next to, as you can see behind me, is on the ground. Why? It's been knocked over by an elephant. The elephant reached up, took all it could from the tree, and then decided it wanted more, and then it took the tree down. That's unfortunately what elephants do. And in this area of northwestern Zimbabwe, it's a very common sight to see an Acacia erioloba on the ground taken out by an elephant. Fortunately, it's a very abundant tree, not in any danger. Really solid, beautiful timber. Timber was used by early explorers to make their wagons. They trekked around through the region. This was their preferred choice of timber. Why? Because it's resistant to termites and borers. Also, traditionally, the seeds from this pod are used to make a coffee substitute. So they're dried and they're ground up and powdered and then made into a beverage. Very tasty. I'm told. I've never tried it myself. But of course, this thing is loved by all kinds of animals. Dairy farmers feed it to their cattle, and they swear the milk yield increases as soon as they start eating these. They often say that this thing, the second it falls to the ground, it gets eaten. Now, this thing is the thorn, the pair of thorns, the dual thorns from the camelthorn. And they are feared by off-road drivers across Africa because you get one of these into your tires, and the tires are gone, of course. Personally, I know many people that use them as bush toothpicks. I'm not going to give you a close-up on that one. Very useful for that. Another interesting use of the Acacia erioloba, or the camelthorn, is from the inner bark, which is quite fragrant. So, like many acacias, this one exudes a gum. The gum is edible, used sometimes as a gum arabic substitute, chewed by rural people across Africa, particularly the San in Botswana, who chew it as a kind of a chewing gum, just a sweet, a confectionery. But it's also very heavily fragranced, and there's a tribe in Namibia called the Topna, who, because of the hot sun where they live, they smear their bodies in animal fat to protect them from the sun. Now, after a while, that animal fat starts to smell a little bit rank, but if you mix it with a solution from the gum from the inner bark of this, it overrides that smell of rotting animal fat and actually smells quite pleasant and fragrant. So that's another use of this astonishing, remarkable tree. Now, you'll find this growing in many very dry areas across the southern African region. Here it's looking a little bit greener because it's we're in the rainy season now, but they are fantastic shade trees amongst everything else. So that's Gus, the African plant hunter, giving you a quick Acacia erioloba 101. Thanks for watching. If we haven't met before, my name's Gus, I'm the African plant hunter, and it is my mission in life to share with you information about medicinal plants from Africa. If we have met before, you probably will recognize our spot that I am wearing a different shirt. You may also spot that behind me are big, thick, pendulous, heavy black rain clouds coming in because it's rainy season here in Zimbabwe. I'm celebrating that. We love the rain. but it's about to come down hard, so I gotta go. Thanks a lot for watching. If you did like that, please do subscribe to it, and I will catch you later. Bye! Here it comes! Ah. Shit, that was